Good evening, horror lovers. Welcome to AI Horror Stories, your ultimate destination for spine-chilling tales, creepy characters, and haunting mysteries. Today, we're diving deep into the eerie world of American Horror Stories with the first two episodes of its inaugural season, Rubber Woman and Rubber Woman Part 2, which premiered on July 15, 2021, on Hulu. If you're a fan of American Horror Stories Murder House or love twisted tales of ghosts, betrayal, and dark desires, this story will keep you on the edge of your seat. So, grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and let's step into the haunted halls of the murder house with AI Horror Stories. The story of Rubber Woman and Rubber Woman Part 2. Part 1, Rubber Woman. Michael and Troy sing to A Whiter Shade of Pale on the car radio, while their annoyed daughter Scarlet begs them to stop. They are the newest residents of the murder house. An ominous mobile of animal bones hangs outside. Scarlet explores the premises, still under renovation. The family knows the alleged history of the massacres that took place within, and intend to turn it into a tourist attraction. Scarlet is worried about failure far more than they are concerned about ghosts. While she unpacks, a red ball rolls toward Scarlet's feet. Looking for the source, a closet door opens. Inside hangs the Rubber Man suit. Scarlet takes it back to her room and quickly dresses in it, admiring the effect in the mirror. Blackened eyes glare back at her, and she quickly tosses it in the outside garbage can. Later in school, Scarlet distractedly listens to a lecture on the nature of the brain. When asked, she says that shame is a far greater motivator than fear. Maya, a model, flirts with her once class ends. In her room, Scarlet imagines being with Maya sexually. The fantasy quickly turns violent, and Scarlet climaxes at the thought of choking Maya. Once asleep, Rubber Man descends from Scarlet's ceiling, though this too is seemingly a nightmarish fantasy that wakes her in a cold sweat. Maya slips into Scarlet's DMs, and they both muse about not being out publicly at school. Maya invites Scarlet for a sleepover with other friends, which initially concerns Scarlet. Maya swears that she will protect Scarlet from her friends. As Michael and Troy continue the remodeling, uncovering the disturbing mural on the walls of the old music room, they call her aside and confront her about sadistic porn that they have discovered she has been watching. They are concerned, because this has happened before and they feel she may be unable to normalize her dark tastes later. They ground her for lying about stopping, but she quickly begs to have therapy in exchange for allowance to go to Maya's party. In her room, Scarlet is trying to decide what to wear, and finds her current selection lacking and her internet browsing locked down. Her closet door opens, exposing the Rubber Man suit, into which she quickly dresses. Once again, her eyes blacken. She enters her father's bedroom with a kitchen knife in hand. This terrifies her parents until she takes off the hood. They demand she get rid of it, and she reflexively slashes Troy's arm. The family is visited by Dr. Andy Grant, a therapist who responds that the porn habits are normal but that the violent act the night before was not. The therapist feels that such behavior has to have a cause, and is not on the same level as simple pranks. Troy describes Scarlet's kidnapping, for 10 days, when Scarlet was 3. Scarlet was not harmed and doesn't remember the incident, but her parents became overprotective and think it may have had an effect on her. The therapist is more concerned about the home in which they're living, and all the dark history behind it. The hour ends, and the therapist excuses herself. As she leaves, Michael insists that Scarlet will not be attending the slumber party. Scarlet leaves angry, heading to her room. Outside their view, the therapist is distracted by Beauregard's rolling ball and calls from the basement. At the top of the basement stairs, she is assaulted by Rubber Man. He slashes her neck and she tumbles down the stairs. Later, Michael encounters the empty and bloodied Rubber Man suit, which he and Trey bum in the fireplace. Maya texts the grounded Scarlet, wondering where she is. Scarlet explains the circumstances, and Maya responds with a suggestion that Scarlet sneak out. She does, slipping past her sleeping fathers. At the slumber party, Maya's friends muse about their generation being superficial and fake. Maya responds that Scarlet is the only real person present, and that she stands up for her convictions. One friend suggests that it's because Scarlet is a lesbian, which is met by shushing that Scarlet isn't out yet. Scarlet explains that she simply doesn't want to be objectified or fetishized for her sexuality. Maya and Scarlet leave the living room to retrieve some pajamas, and Maya is impressed by Scarlet's lingerie. They become intimate, but Scarlet questions how serious Maya's intentions are. Maya insists she is serious, and they begin to make out. Scarlet admits that she is a virgin, which Maya is concerned about, as she doesn't know what to do. Scarlet explains her BDSM fetish, which intrigues Maya. Scarlet's phone begins chiming, and she sees text messages from her friend Shanti warning her that Maya has set her up and that her BDSM confession is being live-streamed. She runs past Maya's laughing friends, humiliated. Once in the car, a call to Shanti confirms that the stream saw her undressed and talking in detail about the fetish. She drives home, weeping, and does not wake her fathers in bed. Scarlet calls Maya to tell her that she intends to kill herself and leave a note explaining Maya and her friend's actions driving her to it. This would ruin their lives and they could be found criminally liable. Scarlet threatens that she will do it unless they all come to her house immediately. The rubber man suit is next to her on her bed. The four friends warily enter the murder house through the open door. The door slams closed behind them and they cannot reopen it. Scarlet texts the four to come down to the basement. Troy and Brian await them at the bottom of the stairs as the upper door locks them in. The lights flicker and darken, and Infant Ada chases them into Scarlet, now the rubber woman, who stabs them all. The next morning, the fathers find Scarlet remodeling. They think she has turned over a new leaf, and invite her to breakfast below. Once they have left, the therapist, now a ghost, suggests they have a session. Scarlet feels she has resolved her issues, and opens a door to find the rubber man waiting for her on the other side. Part 2 Rubber Woman Part 2. A woman with a switchblade chases a ghostly Gladys down the stairs to the basement, where rubber woman Scarlet awaits. Together, they make short work of stabbing the ghost nurse to death. Elated, the two women relax together in the tub. The new woman describes her interactions with her sadistic Uncle Tony when she was young, while Scarlet explores the woman's nude scarred back. Her story continues with her reveal that Tony was never actually her uncle, and that her parents had sold her to him. She had spent 10 years of her thinking her parents were dead, when they had simply abandoned her. She returned to Los Angeles and decided to kill herself in the murder house, thinking it would make the news. Instead, the realtor listing the house buried her in the backyard. She urges Scarlet to kill herself so that the two can be together forever. Scarlet considers this as the ghost vanishes into the bathwater. Halloween has come again. Investigators looking for the missing girls explain that they know Scarlet called Maya after the live stream and that cell phone positioning shows them all driving to the murder house the night they disappeared. Though the car was found at Maya's house, the cell phones disappeared at the murder house. They say they will be in touch. Scarlet's fathers ask her if there's something she wants to tell them, but Scarlet suggests a ghost killed them. That night in her room, Scarlet is visited by her therapist, who again wants to schedule a session. The ghosts of the missing four girls impale the ghost and menace Scarlet. The ghostly teen from before arrives to scare them away. At a therapy session, the fathers bell Dr. Grant that they are concerned that even Scarlet's friend Shanti does not visit. Trey discloses that Michael thinks he saw the ghost of Piggy Man, as Grant and Scarlet are unamused. Troy wants them to sell and cut their losses, but Michael is scared that the rumors about the haunted house might be true. Scarlet says that she wants to stay. Troy shows contractor Adam around the renovations. Adam is not pleased by what he sees in the amateur work. Troy admits that they have been dipping into their savings to finish the work, and is close to begging for a low-bidding contractor. Michael interrupts the two and they banter before Adam leaves to compose a bid. Michael is not amused that Troy is being cruel by flirting with Adam. Michael is desperate to move out of the house and frustrated at the suffering their marriage is taking while they stay. Troy is indeed cheating with Adam. Adam's associate Martin interrupts them to draw their attention to the chimney shaft Scarlet finished earlier. There is a decay smell coming from it, and Adam demolishes the wall to reveal the corpses of the 4 missing girls. Adam quickly bludgeons Martin to keep the discovery secret. Adam, too, has secret legal problems and does not want to have further issues. He suggests Martiri's corpse be added to the others in the crawlspace. He wants to partner with the pair to get the haunted bed and breakfast running, and also to have sexual privileges with them. Michael is furious at the blackmail attempt and Troy's infidelity, and tries to rush Adam out of the house. Rubber Man meets them on the porch and fatally stabs Adam before he can cross the threshold. They try to flee, and find they cannot leave the house. Indeed, they are already both ghosts, killed by Scarlet's girlfriend. Scarlet arrives home and calls after her dad's. She finds the exposed crawlspace with new corpses added, and her dad's bodies in their bedroom. In a surprise session with Dr. Grant, the parents are surprised that they did not remember being murdered. The therapist explains that it's common to repress the trauma of their own murders. She muses that she and the other therapist are working on a book about the phenomenon. Scarlet explains to the ghosts that her girlfriend killed them to keep her around. While they may think it is not safe for her, she has no intention of leaving. She leaves to get dressed for a Halloween outing. She dons the Rubber Man suit, and because of the special Halloween rules for ghosts is able to leave with her ghostly girlfriend. Overhearing this new wrinkle in the rules, the 4 teen girls plot to kill Scarlet outside the house. While they muse on life after death, Scarlet makes Ruby, her girlfriend, promise that she won't cut her life short. As they explore street fair, they encounter Shanti. Shanti is upset that Scarlet pays her little attention now that Ruby is in her life, and Shanti runs off. Scarlet follows her, and tries to talk her down. Shanti believes Scarlet has not returned to school, not because she's traumatized because Scarlet fits the traits of a psychopath. Scarlet tries to explain that she keeps Shanti away for her own safety, but Shanti knows that Scarlet killed the girls. She has covered for her former friend out of guilt, but now wants nothing to do with her. Scarlet leaves, and Maya's foursome takes the opportunity to attempt an attack on Shanti. Before they can hurt her, Ruby emerges to protect Shanti. The Giris leave, and Ruby says they will not bother Shanti again. Shanti urges Ruby that if she really loves Scarlet that she will set her free. Scarlet wanders a haunted house, and finds Ruby enjoying some carnage. The foursome track Scarlet down, as they have realized that Scarlet is vulnerable off-premises and will die without a ghost. Ruby tells her to run, and they give chase. Nicole, one of the 4, is recognized by William, her brother. Scarlet hides until Ruby finds her, and they walk home. The foursome bars Scarlet's entry, and Scarlet pleads with Ruby that she needs to live her life elsewhere. She just wants an opportunity to get her things and say goodbye to her dads. William asks Nicole if he can tell about her to Mom and Dad. As they enter, Nicole tells William that the police should find the bodies in the house, and Ruby chimes in that he should claim Ruby killed them all. The family says their goodbyes, and Scarlet leaves the murder house. Ruby hugs her on the way out, and they profess their love for each other. 10 months later, Ruby's cell phone rings. Scarlet has called during extended family breakfast with some news. Scarlet has found Uncle Tony, and Rubber Woman is going to ensure it is his last day on Earth. When Halloween comes, the 2 lovers will reunite. Why this story will haunt you. Rubber Woman and Rubber Woman Part 2 bring back the chilling murder house with a fresh, twisted tale of Scarlet's descent into darkness. The Rubber Man suit, a symbol of the house's evil, transforms Scarlet into a killer, while her romance with Ruby explores themes of love, trauma, and the afterlife. The episodes blend psychological horror, gore, and emotional depth, making them a must-watch for AHS fans. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AI Horror Stories for more terrifying tales.